kick it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Drops it off for Coleman. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Flush to his right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Malik Jackson. He's the one that finally ends up corralling him. And my goodness, that is a disastrous loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Malik Jackson in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
Yeah. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. my shoulder. You got a picture me. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. Big Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Do about tag on. I got it in the bag, man. Getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headline and shows out in Poland.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. The pass complete to Justin Hunter. He got 29 yards at time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. First carry for James Conner. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week it was Conner filling in for Le'Veon Bell. And he did more than just fill in. He was good.
31 carries, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 57 yards receiving as well. You and I talked about this in preseason. He looked like he was back to being the best James Conner we saw at Pittsburgh before he got sick with cancer leukemia. He's back in full form now, and he played a great season opener.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, you got 3, three down.
Hey, spread right, smack. Hey, let's go, trips left.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey.
72.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Punch right.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Room here to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Spread left.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Spread right, 72. Check. Green 80, trips left. Green is it.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Hey, 4 down.
Green 80. Green is it.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Sunday. Spread left. Green 80. Green 80. Throw left.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
11.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Bortles to the former Colt Moncrief for a Jaguar first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Bunch right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now Doug Marrone with a play clock almost out says let's take a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant punching it in from a yard away. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, for Pittsburgh, as they come back out here, it's not going to get much easier. Then the Week 1 tie against Cleveland, Kansas City next week, and then they have Tampa Bay, but then Baltimore and Atlanta the following weeks.
Listen, if you're a defensive back, a secondary player, you better get your rest this week because Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, they're going to test you downfield. And that game with Tampa Bay looked like a gimme. No longer a gimme after what Tampa did against New Orleans. And then, who's that in the 4th game?
The Ravens.
The Ravens. Renewing that rivalry once again.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Boswell's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Set. Green 80. 372. Green and set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Bortles trying the option to the right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Lucy, Lucy. Set. Green 80.
Bortles now on first down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Green 80. Green 80.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, 54 Ricky. Hey, 54 Ricky. Green and set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Green 80.
Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Spread right, 72.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Green 80. Green 80. 72.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Snickers. Quarter.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Now a toss. This is Connor. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get define like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and fresh with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now